today's video, I'll show you how to seal your mosaic art. Whether you place your piece inside or out, it's quick and easy, and we're gonna break it all down. Let's get to it. Welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Julie. And on this channel, we talk about tips, tricks, tools, adhesives, materials, and specific mosaic projects, all to shorten your learning curve when it comes to creating mosaic art. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please consider subscribing. It's probably one of the first tough decisions I struggled with when I first started in mosaic. To seal or not to seal the grout? That is the question. It seemed to be a thing in the mosaic community when I was first starting, but I wasn't exactly sold on it. I didn't want my grout to look wet, shiny, or glossy. I wanted it to be like matte sanded grout that I know and love. I know that some artists seal their grout, whether their piece will be inside or outside. Sealing your grout is really a matter of personal preference. There is no right or wrong. I've never sealed my grout for mosaics indoors, except for pieces that are prone to water areas like bathrooms and kitchens. Other than that, I grout my pieces with either fortified grout or thinset mortar, and I'm done. However, just as I always seal the grout for pieces in kitchens and bathrooms, I always seal the grout for pieces that are going outdoors. And that's because many of the pieces that I create will come in direct contact with soil and mulch and rain. Plus, I live in a naturally humid environment here in Miami, so things just seem to grow naturally quicker. I previously did a few videos here on the channel on outdoor mosaic projects like a flower pot, garden stake, stepping stone, and I'll include links to those down below in the description so you can check them out. As you saw in the flower pot video, that has already been sealed. So the projects I'm going to seal today are the garden stakes and the stepping stone. You may be sitting there wondering, what's the benefit of sealing your grout? Sealing your grout for the outdoors will help prevent it from absorbing moisture and stains, mold, and mildew growth. It extends the look and life of your project. You're spending so much time, money, energy on this mosaic. The least you can do is seal the grout when you're done before you put it in the outdoors. And once you see how easy it is, you'll be like, heck yeah, let's do this. There are a few rules to sealants before we get started. First, allow your grout to fully cure for at least 3 days before you apply a sealant. Second, check your grout for any cracks. If you do have cracks, you want to repair those, wait 3 days, and then apply a sealant. And third, you don't want to apply sealant to unglazed or natural stone. They are porous, they will absorb it immediately, you won't be able to wipe it off. There are 2 types of grout sealers. You don't have to become an expert on them, but we will go over their differences to help you make a decision on which one is best for you. The 2 types of grout sealers are penetrating and membrane forming. Think of the penetrating sealer as exactly that. It penetrates the grout because grout is porous. So the grout absorbs the sealer and keeps moisture out. The membrane forming option forms a coat on the grout, preventing moisture from getting in. This sealer can trap moisture and not allow it to evaporate, which can then cause mold and mildew issues in mosaics in outdoor environments. So I'm going to use a penetrating sealer today. Sealing your grout is easy. However, here's the big disclaimer. It does take patience and time. Before you begin, make sure you read the manufacturer's instructions on your specific bottle. I'll show you 2 ways to apply the sealer. Both ways I will be using a sponge brush. These are very inexpensive. If you don't have one of these, an old paintbrush works just fine. And for both of my projects today, I will be sealing all of the exposed areas. The overall goal today is to keep the sealant on the grout line and off of your tesserae surface. If you get it on there, just wipe it off. The first way to apply sealer is to paint it on the grout lines slowly and meticulously so it stays off the mosaic surface. As you can probably imagine, this can be pretty tedious, especially if you have a lot of smaller tiles and more grout lines. The second way is to paint over the entire surface and then go back and wipe off all your tesserae. This too is a tedious process. However, I've found that no matter how hard I try to keep the sealant just on the grout line, I always get it on the tesserae. I do try to keep it only on the grout line, but I don't obsess about it. I think this method does go quicker than the first option of painting the grout lines. So I usually go about applying the sealer in a cursory way, knowing I'll have to go back over my tesserae and wipe them all off. Take note that if the sealant is left on the tile surface for too long, it can develop a haze, which can be a challenge to clean off. So when you start this process of applying sealant to your grout, you want to stick with it until it's done so that you don't have to worry about a haze forming. Once you've applied your first coat, wait about 15 minutes and then apply a second coat. Some brands may require even more coats, so read the label of your product to get exact instructions. Once you're done applying your sealer coats, allow your mosaic to stay indoors for at least 2 days before you put it outside permanently. And here's some friendly advice. If you're creating a mosaic for outdoors, I strongly recommend sealing it before you put it outside. In other words, if you've made this mosaic and you just put it outside for a little bit and then you decide later on you want to seal it, what you may be doing is sealing in dirt, stains, mold, and mildew. And then you've got a whole other situation going on. So my advice, if you're creating a mosaic for outdoors, think about sealing it after it's all fully cured, and that way you're guaranteed a longer life with your mosaic. Question of the day, let me know in the comments if you seal your mosaic art, whether it's for indoors or out. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up as it really does help my channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell notification so you never miss a single upload, and let me know in the comments if there's something you'd like me to cover in a future video. I'll see you soon. Bye. The Fortnite game out there is getting a little too loud. I was going so good there. Come on, girl. You got this. You got this, girl. Come on. Forget about your back hurting. You got this. And forget about the Fortnite game going on out there. You got this. Me and you. Okay? All right, let's do this.
Yes.
Yes, sorry, didn't mean to scare you.
Yes.
Boy, that was hard to get out. I don't know. Oh, I got it. Okay. Holy cow, I can't believe I just got all of that in the first take.
Oh my gosh.
Let's do that one more time. Really like, pow, pow. If you're looking for more mosaic inspiration, you can check out one of these two videos. Until then, see ya.